This is a Headgum podcast.
Let everybody, I guess, choose where they'd like to sit.
Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna go here because it was first.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, this seems like
What?
the guest chair.
Whatever you want. I don't care. All right, go there.
Hi. Yeah.
I mean, it's not, but
Is this the chair you usually sit in?
I don't usually. That's what I'm saying. People.
What's your favorite chair? Out of curiosity.
It's not here. I'm having it shipped. It should be here, and we'll in post we'll put it in. But it's like a one of those, what do you call them? Like teardrop type.
That's what I call them.
Wicker things, and they hang on there's like a spring.
It's a sleep catcher.
A sleep catcher, yeah. And that was the name of the boogeyman when I was growing up. Sleep catcher.
The terrible horror movie that I'm in.
Yeah, that's it's how every region has its different. What do y'all call?
What do you call Santa Claus here?
Sleep catcher.
Center. We call him sleep catcher.
But where'd you grow up?
Westchester,
Oh, okay.
New York.
Yeah. What did you guys call it when you took you had a little bit of every soda?
I don't know if we had like a name for it, but when you said that, the first word that came to mind was a word I don't think. Can you say it anymore? Can you say suicide into a microphone? Can you say that anymore?
Not into a microphone, but you can say it around the microphone.
I said it around it. Yeah. I didn't say it right into it.
Do you want to step out in front of the microphone and say it?
Is it cool if I just go suicide?
Yeah. That's what we called it in Georgia, suicide.
Yeah. Did you do it too?
I just said the
you
S
can't
word.
It's like you say cute, like suicide.
And we're in Westchester.
It's the worst. Eastchester.
So you have a lot of explaining to do. Where are you from? Westchester.
Westchester.
Oh, what part of Westchester? Eastchester.
I know. Well, fucking life, buddy. Hey, did you get a haircut? That's what it's like. Whenever you get a haircut, someone's gotta.
It's like that early Louis C.K. bit about
when
how
he was an infant.
He was five-ish, very precocious. But he used to do this bit about
smart though.
Very well. That's precocious in a way.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's implied. About how he would say he's from Boston. He would get shit because he was from Newton, which is a suburb, and he'd say it was never a satisfactory answer because where are you from? Boston. Oh, what part of Boston? Newton. That's not fucking Boston. And then like, where are you from? Newton. Where's that? It's a suburb of Boston. Yeah. Well, doesn't it say Boston?
I would say New York, and they would go city, and I'd go no, outside the city. Where? And so now I should just say Eastchester. Come to think of it. Eastchester, New York.
Yeah. And then the conversation will stop because no one gives a shit.
Yeah, at all.
Nobody cares. So the conversation will be over.
Are you going to my childhood home today?
I hope.
You can if you want.
What's the street?
1 Oak Ridge Place, Eastchester, New York.
Oak
10709.
Is that where the Oak Ridge boys are from? Westchester, New York?
They were conceived there.
Oh,
they weren't from there.
All the boys.
All of them. All 19. I think, for no joke, no bit, I think Steven Tyler grew up on that street.
On the same street.
I have no idea if it's true. It's not a joke, though.
Right. Steven Tyler
Supposedly
and Bobby
Steven
Moynihan.
Tyler, way before I was there, lived at the house on the end of the street when he was a kid. That was the lore.
Why would people make that up? What a weird thing to make up.
I hope it's a lie. I hope that all my life I have been thinking right down that street. That mouth was right down there.
That's where the whole walk this way thing would happen.
All of them. Walk this way.
But I mean, the story
all the other hits.
about
how he walked. That's where he started. It's on a hill.
But the older woman who seduced him, who was a teacher,
my mother.
Your mother, your mother took Steven Tyler's virginity.
You heard it here first.
Wow, that Okay.
She didn't take it. She shared it.
It was one of the. These are early like hippie days, right?
She was a nice woman.
It's very generous, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know. I don't know if you'll know the answer to this at all, or if it's something that's brought up. But did she blow him first?
I'm
was that part
not
of it?
positive.
Do you want to get in
She's
touch with your mom?
us anymore, so I can't ask.
Nice save.
Thanks.
Nice save.
But if for some reason I ever get a chance,
well, maybe you do one of those.
Second on the list. Question line.
What's the first one?
Just, are you proud?
Yes, Bobby, I'm very proud. Now you have one more question.
Moynihan.
You have one more question.
Oh, shoot. That's right. One more question. You remember how David Cross, when I was growing up, watching Mr. Show, he wants to know.
Yes. Bobby, I'm being pulled away. Give me your question, please. I've got to go service God.
It's not about Steven, is it?
Is it about Steven Tyler?
I knew. That's all they're asking me up here, too.
Oh, my Lord. We did a show together at the Dynasty Typewriter, and I forgot how fucking brilliant, funny, and talented you are. I knew that.
Rolling, right?
I knew that, but Jesus, that was...
You know what I was thinking about today is like the show that, like, the day that me and my friend's life changed was this show when we all went up to Canada to do Just for Laughs. Mm-hmm. It was like the showcase for SNL, or whatever. There were people from SNL there. And you and Bob hosted, and it was Buffoons, my sketch group, me, Charlie Sanders, and Eugene Cordero. And we were like... Buffoons.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sketch comedy.
Yeah, sure.
We're not serious.
You're buffoons.
Buffoons. Total buffoons. We should have been total buffoons. But that, like, our first big show you guys hosted, and... we were like, we couldn't believe it. And then you were like, hey, I'm going to come into your sketch at the end as the French baguette guy.
What?
Your character that you used to do with the balloons. It was like
Le Balloon Sportif?
Correct.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And we were like, yeah, now I forget. But we were like, yeah, we know. And you came in, like, we had like a thing where everything froze and it was a really awkward moment. And you had a callback from the beginning where you came back out as reporting. And we drove home from Canada. Like, we couldn't.
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
It was like me in a van, Eugene Cordero, Charlie Sanders, Ben Schwartz, Adam Pally, and Gil Ozeri.
Wow, that's quite a lineup.
All of us driving up there they had a show, their sketch group was called Hot Sauce.
That's probably better than Buffoons.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah,
but it's something.
In the league of names.
Right.
Of improv names. Also, if anyone ever wants an improv name, just ask. It's my favorite thing to do is name improv teams. But sorry, we all drove up together. Insane came back. It was a very crazy.
Oh wow! That's cool. That's nice.
Very crazy.
But I'm going to describe an improv group, hypothetical. I'll make it up, and then you give me their name. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So four people, 3 guys, 1 woman. There's a tall, skinny black guy with glasses. There's a shorter Jewish guy starting to lose his hair. There's a woman who is, not empirically attractive, but attractive anyway. Also has a big ass, and then there's another guy who's like just super straight, nerdy guy with who doesn't have to wear glasses but wears glasses. What's their name?
Either The Leftovers or Beef Town. It's one of those two.
Why Beef Town?
She's got a big ass. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Why? I just feel like that's the first 2 ones that I thought of.
Okay, one more. This is fun.
I like. Yeah. It's my favorite thing to do.
Okay, 8 people, all
Ooh.
Southeast Asian.
Wow.
Okay, some are second generation, some are third generation, and there's one kind of off the boat girl who is also not that funny. And everybody kind of knows it. She's not terrible. It's not that things don't grind to a halt, but her participation will slow a bit down. And they're all between the ages of 21 and 26. What's the name of that improv group?
That's what he said.
Okay. All right. One more. This is too much fun. 109 people, and they're all from the Valley, and they're Burbank and the general area, whatever that's called when you go up the hill, in Burbank, and they range from the ages of 3 to 86.
I would go to that show.
There's 2 of them, but they don't know who, are Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that group?
Tour of Houdini's house.
Okay. We'll come back to this because I want to do some more.
Anytime. I'll give you my number. Anytime.
No, I mean within the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
I
get
thought
back to
you
it.
wanted to do it afterwards.
I'm starving. Unfortunately, I got to record some ads, but I would love to go out and get something to eat and just keep this going. Maybe we could also. Are you on WhatsApp?
I can be.
Yeah, because we can FaceTime.
Sure.
I'll get a taco or something.
Knows what?
You have a
Tacos are a good FaceTime food.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess better than ramen.
Correct.
Yeah, because also your glasses will steam up sometimes with ramen. Yeah.
If you get close, if you're eating it right.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite pig out food?
I started laughing. I thought you said pig outfit.
What's your favorite
pig outfit? Like more of a plush or more realistic?
Yeah, when you dress up as a pig.
Yep.
For charity.
I'm familiar.
What is your favorite pig outfit?
If forced, which is the way I like it, I would say more realistic.
Yeah. Real flesh,
yeah,
real pig flesh.
I've been in a lot of mascot stuff. I've been there, done that. But as far as my pig out food, last night I ordered a cheesecake pretty late.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted a slice of cheesecake real bad.
Yeah. Was there like a sauce on it?
Gravy. Brown gravy, mushroom gravy.
Okay. Vegan, keeping it vegan. Right.
Where
do you get cheesecake around
other
here?
Podcast. Say it again?
Where do you get cheesecake around here?
I don't remember the name of it. I just saw the picture go by and I went, ooh, what was that little fluffy thing?
Yeah. Was it good?
It was delicious.
How long did it take to get there?
30 to 35 minutes.
And you still had the hankering for it. It didn't go away. Okay.
No. I was pumped.
And you have a new kid, yeah? No,
yes.
Newish.
Newish, yeah.
How old?
A year and a little bit.
Okay, that's still new.
6-year-old and a 1-year-old, yeah. It started to, when people started to say new, I started to go, well, not really, she's 6. And now that I have a new kid, it is new again. So I think that was my residual feelings.
And how's it going?
Good. They're both alive and well. They are doing good.
That's
happy and healthy.
It's then time to step away. Your work is done.
We're like 8-9 days away from never speaking again.
Yeah.
No, they are wonderful. The 1-year-old just started almost at ball today.
Almost. What?
Buh.
Okay.
She was holding a ball though. So.
Oh. You sure she wasn't trying to order Vietnamese food?
She did have a cell phone.
Okay.
So that could be possible, but on the other hand was a little wrecking ball. Not like a wrecking, like it looks like a fake wrecking. It looks like a metal ball, but it's not. It's plastic.
Right. So it doesn't just look like a fake wrecking ball. It is a fake. It looks like a fake wrecking ball because it looks
exactly like a fake wrecking ball
wrecking
because
ball.
in fact it is a fake
right.
wrecking ball.
Okay. I see how this is going to work out. Okay. Okay, two people, husband and wife, mixed marriage, and also a good 12-year age difference. But you can't tell which one. What's that improv name?
My first thought was "Get me out of here" with an exclamation point in the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said the age difference, it tripped me up a bit. So I would have to go. It might be called Mrs. Robinson.
Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah.
Like Mrs. Robbins.
Mrs. Robin.
Possessive son.
Mrs. Robbins, and then in parentheses, the word pause. And then son.
Mrs. Robbins.
Mrs.
Pause.
Robbins, pause.
Son. I like that name.
That's it.
I like that name. That's clever. That's fun.
I think they would half sell out on a Tuesday.
And how would they pronounce their improv troupe name?
They would never say the word pause. They would like have a talk about it. They would be like, "Hey, you almost said, or you said pause, where you said we would never do that, and you did it." And
is that a bit or is it a real thing?
No, she gets real mad because he's always like, "I'm not going to do that," and then he does it.
Yeah. You think
it's
on
almost
purpose?
like he had no plans to do it until she said not to.
Right. Do you think it's purposeful or
it might be passive aggressive?
Yeah. I wonder if they'll make it.
They will.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great, as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good to know.
They have 6 kids.
Oh shit! And
all of them do great. One of them dies really soon.
Okay, is it the one that goes to a charter school?
Oh gosh, say it again.
The one that goes to a charter school?
Yep.
Oh gosh, and dies from what?
Sharks.
Just
hit by a bunch of sharks.
Got hit by a bunch of sharks?
Yeah. Blindsided. T-boned.
Ugh. Sharks are driving or sharks are in a vehicle?
They don't bite her. They hit her with the top of their head.
Oh.
She get hit by... They were all going in one line, and they saw a girl, and they didn't want to hit her, but they weren't fast enough, so they went gunk, 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 like all right in a row.
Oh, like when there's you drive into a wide out, and then everybody slams on the brakes, and that's terrible.
Worst.
How, and where was she?
At the time?
Yeah.
The ocean.
Which ocean?
The sea.
Which sea ocean?
Where are you from?
Originally, Georgia. So off the coast, Tybee Island,
no,
St.
the one
Simons,
over here
Hilton
in
Head?
California.
Oh, Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Oh, this happened here.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What were they doing here?
Right at the front of the Pacific Ocean.
What was the family doing here? Because they're usually vacationing.
Universal Studios.
Oh Jesus! Okay, yeah, because they work pretty much just out of Arcadia, Maine. I mean, they're the only thing in town. I don't know if you've been to Arcadia in
Bunch
Maine.
of times.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot going on. That's not a knock. I just mean culturally. Obviously, Cirque du Soleil.
It's a little bit of a knock. I'm there enough to know that it's a little bit of a knock.
Well, okay, but it's. I guess I didn't mean it in a pejorative way, but it's. I mean, Cirque du Soleil is there. The
Cirque du Soleil is a lot of
Hamilton
places.
started
Hamilton
there
too.
Well, it started in Arcadia, Maine.
I mean, prove it.
All right. Siri. Oh wait, I don't need Emma. Emma, Google Cirque du Soleil Hamilton dash Arcadia, Maine question mark. Prove it! Exclamation mark.
And then after you Google, can you Bing it too?
And double duck it. Ding dong duck.
Ask Jasper.
Ask Jasper, the waiter, the man who's dressed as a waiter, but if, from England in the 60s.
Jasper did stick in there a little bit.
Ask Jeeves.
Oh, what was it called?
Ask Jeeves.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was.
Do you remember? You probably won't. This is might have been before your time, but
dinosaurs.
When Christ rode a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm familiar.
There before Google, before the internet was kind of in its infancy, but there was what was it called? It was called like Genius or something like that. I'll remember the name, but it was you called. It was one of the universities in North Carolina, and it was like the Wisdom or Genius or something like that. I think I
remember this. It was like a phone call. It was like a phone number. Yeah.
And the things that we would ask Google or Siri or whatever, but before that, and it was.
You vaguely remember that.
And you would call this number, and it would, college kid would answer it, and when somewhere in the computer lab in one of the schools at North Carolina, and you would ask the question like, hey, what was the number one country song in 1973 in August, whatever the question was that you would just Google, how many ducks are in my pants?
Would it know? The only sound that doesn't. The only sound that doesn't echo is a duck's quack. Is that true? It was a Snapple cap, but then I heard recently that they're not true either.
Oh, Snapple caps?
Some of them were true and some of them were fake, and that's the meanest thing I've ever heard.
That is terrible because
I've been telling people that a duck's quack doesn't echo for years. But then I would think about it too. I'd go like, I feel like everything closer to the water echoes a lot more than usual. So I don't know. But
sound carries
it's
faster
a shame,
and further over water.
Famously love Peach Snapple, I would even say.
Mm-hmm. You are famous for loving Peach Snapple.
I would say that.
Internationally.
The first words Lord Michael said to me were like, I heard you're a fan of Peach Snapple.
Is that
first thing he said to me?
Yeah. Because he had just recently been to China, and you're all over there, drinking the Peach Snapple guy. Yeah. That's fucked up that they would put, because I get all my medical information from either Peach Snapple or Joe Rogan, and
same thing.
So Joe Rogan is the Peach Snapple
of people.
Peach Snapple is the Joe Rogan of drinks. Wait. Gosh. All right.
So hard to explain, but it's really easy to understand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. In a way. No.
But at the same time,
it doesn't. Yeah. Interesting. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up. BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. And the taste of an erection pill. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations about how you need a pill to make your penis go, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the US of A and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. Does it work? Don't think you need it? Try it free for a month and see. You're gonna love it. You could be missing out on the best sex of your life. They say there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you confidence where it counts, in your penis. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code SENSES at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code SENSES, to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. And so, Israel versus Palestine, what do you think?
Like in a boxing match? Like in a fight?
Yeah, in the octagon.
Oof. Pay-per-view or not?
Sure.
I mean, who's making money?
Yeah. Well, the Jews, probably, right? That'd be my guess.
So I have a movie coming out. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so 5 brothers, 2 sisters. It's a family. 5 brothers, 2 sisters. They all dress in a very kind of a pioneer-esque way, reminiscent of like pioneer days, and they were completely clean. What are they called?
The Smith family cauldron.
Very good. I like it. The Smith family cauldron. That's great. That's a good one.
But that's not their name.
Right.
That's not their last name, though.
Yeah, they want to be protective of their parents.
Just in case they get famous.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you are enjoying that game because I feel like it's
5 guys who dress as different fruits.
My first thought was Fruit of the Groom, but that felt wrong.
Right.
It still does.
How about potpourri? But Po is like, I'm poor. Like Po.
Like Poe apostrophe?
There was a brief small chain in the South. I don't know if it was outside Georgia. Do you know what I'm about to say?
They would be called the Loops.
The Loops, like Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Until they were sued.
Yeah.
Out of existence.
Cease and desist letter to their improv coach.
And jailed.
Which happened to us. That's a real thing that happened to us.
With what?
I don't know if I guess I could say it, right? We was just a cease and desist letter. It was 20 years ago. We had an improv. We named our improv team Jason Biggs as a dyke. And we got a cease and desist letter. At UCB saying you can't do that anymore.
And it wasn't even Jason Biggs.
So.
It wasn't even Jason Biggs.
No, I don't know. It might have been. But like, we love that dude. He was great. But like,
yeah.
Not true.
Yeah. He's not a lesbian.
No.
Yeah. Well, there
very nice guy too. Well,
I did a pilot with him. Long
what was his name?
Time ago. Good stuff. Captain
Sully Sullenberg.
Yes. Yeah. Oh gosh. I was about to say something. About to ask a question, or oh god damn it!
I called Jason Biggs lesbian.
Let's see. Lorne Michaels, Joe Rogan, Aaron Rodgers, RFK Jr., Alex Jones. It's not coming.
I feel like you were almost there.
Yeah. Let me go through the list again.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, Joe Rogan, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, RFK Jr., the Worm. Okay, yes, the Worm. You know about the worm
in his head?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
The worm that ate part of his brain and died.
I heard that there was one in there. I heard it. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, sure. That worm is that worm for real has a 3-picture deal with Warner Brothers. Not the Warner Brothers.
Not the one we know.
This is Fred and Jason Warner.
Very mean people.
Who have they're what?
Very mean people.
Are they?
They are.
No, they have a Pep Boys on Sunset, I believe.
Mm-hmm. It is not well kept.
No,
it is a dirty Pep Boys.
Yeah, I don't like a dirty Pep Boys. There's no reason for it, you know.
No. Dirty Pep Boys might be the name. They started as the Loops and they changed it afterwards. When they started working not clean, they changed it to Dirty Pep Boys.
Oh, okay. That was they didn't want people to be confused.
Yeah.
The guys who dress as fruit aren't the ones who are clean. The Loops aren't the ones who work clean.
Yeah, that's
it's the Smith family cauldron
works clean.
They work clean.
Yeah, got you. Sorry, I screwed that up. But if that had happened, that's how it would have gone down.
Yeah. They do a lot of corporate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of corporate. Have you ever done any corporate gigs?
Yeah. one of the great ones, UCB sent us, there was a drug company called Tarceva.
What does it do?
I don't even know.
What are some of its side effects?
I don't know.
So memory loss?
I know they paid me, I know 20 years ago they paid me $400 to come to the Bahamas and learn the OK Go dance on the treadmills.
Yeah, that
and
sounds about
do
right.
that
That
in
sounds
front
right.
of their team. And then me and Eugene Cordero sang a cover song of a Tenacious D song about Tarceva. But they introduced us as Tenacious D, so people thought Tenacious D was coming out.
Wait.
Oh,
You got to
it was
back
a
up.
nightmare.
Wait a minute. Tenacious D wrote a song.
No. We wrote a song parody to a Tenacious D song.
Oh, you
Like
took
they
the
were like,
music.
write a song to write a song about Tarceva, and we took a Tenacious D song, changed the lyrics to be about Tarceva because we were fans. And they said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Tenacious D." And people were like, "Yeah!" And like they were like, "I'm 90% sure that's not Jack Black, and that's definitely not Kyle Gass."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And one of the guys who learned the treadmill dance literally broke his ankle the night before, and we had the manager had to step in and learn it and did it.
The manager of the
Like the guy
hotel?
who sets up the tour. No, the manager of the hotel. No, the manager of Tarceva.
I mean, I've seen White Lotus, so it's possible.
The tour manager.
Right. Oh my gosh. Those gigs usually pay very, very well. Or you get like some crazy freebies.
Yeah, I think like that was it. Like we got to go to the Bahamas for a week and learn this dance, but it was like we had to learn it, so it took a long time, and like we didn't get to like see the sights. It was like, I think it cost them more to ship treadmills out than they paid us, probably. I'm guessing.
Oh, I would imagine if you just got $400, it's usually those corporate gigs.
But it was the most money I had seen at that time. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, and you got to go swimming.
Yeah,
ostensibly.
I got to walk out of a hotel and see a dog, thinking there was a dead dog on the ground. It wasn't dead. It got up, and when it got up and walked away, it had gum stuck to it. And I was like, this is a crazy place.
It had gum stuck to it.
Like it was like he had fallen asleep on some gum, so when he walked away, he just had like a straight line of gum connecting him for like 14 feet.
And now he knows what it's like to be a shoe. What a strange detail to remember.
That's the one thing I remember was being like oh. You see that dog with the gum on it, guys?
All right.
That's what I took back from it, actually.
3 7-year-olds, 2 girls, 1 boy.
Okay.
They all wear glasses, and one of them still has most of their baby teeth.
Smarty pants.
Smarty pants, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right.
They're not good.
I mean, how good could they possibly be?
They're forced by the parents, and they're not good.
Oh, and they're not even enjoying themselves.
The parents were improvisers.
Oh,
yeah.
What was their group?
Smarty pants.
Oh, man, that's so sad when their parents are trying to, relive their failed life and forcing their kids, to do that kind of stuff. Barron Trump,
Fun dude.
He seems like a party guy.
I hope he's nuts. I hope he's nuts. I hope like he. But
he's now a delegate
stuff.
from Florida. He's going to be a delegate to the Republican.
I did see something, but I didn't know what it was, and I didn't. I was like, oh no, I don't want this to be real.
Yeah, the legacy continues.
Did you? Chloe Feynman from SNL posted a picture of Barron Trump and just wrote, "Why do I look exactly like Barron Trump?" And then the next picture was her, and I was like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever seen." Barron Trump looks exactly like Chloe Feynman.
They could do like a Prince and the Pauper type thing, do a little switch them up.
Have you ever heard that conspiracy theory thing that there was a book that was like out? A book came out very, very long time ago that explained like a guy named Barron Trump who was a criminal and became and it's like it just depicts the entire thing.
Wait, what?
It's the craziest thing in the world, and
You're being serious now.
I'm being 100% serious. I'm not doing a bit right now. I will be soon, though.
Okay.
That there is a book that exists that came out a very long time ago that essentially explain or depicts the entire rise and fall of Donald Trump.
Now, wait a second.
The character's name is Barron Trump, and it's just the similarities are absolutely insane.
Because there is a Western movie. Is that what you're thinking of?
Maybe we're talking about
it's
the
like
same.
It was a TV show, and a guy who's like a snake oil salesman. That's what it is. It's not a book. It was a actual thing that was made.
Yeah.
Where the guy comes into town. His name is Donald Trump, and he comes into town, and he's this guy who's full of shit, and he bankrupts everybody. He's a con man. That was a real thing. Emma, Google Trump Western TV movie question mark doppelganger.
And that's Emma Thompson?
Yeah. That's who it's a side hustle. Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. Looks young, doesn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah. Do you ever see Emma Thompson on she's on The Young Ones?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she was on
Wow.
do you remember when they went to when The Young Ones did what's it called? Like the two schools that go against each other with not debate questions, but it's like a TV thing, like when they'll be like
debate?
Yale, not debate, but they're asking questions, and there's two teams,
Yeah.
and usually 4 people. So the young ones are. There's an episode where they have they're going. I want to say Hugh Laurie might be in it, and Emma Thompson, and as the other school.
I love like really old performance, like performances of people who you know really well. Like now, like when they were first starting, is really fascinating. Have you ever seen that video game with Steve Carell?
No,
It's
a
fascinating.
video game.
It's like a video game where it's like a basketball video game, like some weird thing, and you play it, you see it now, and it's absolutely insane because the announcer is Steve Carell.
Oh wow!
But it's like an old '90s game, but it sounds like he's doing a bit now.
Well, Scott Adsit is a voice in Medieval Manor or one of those pinball machines. He is a voice.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's I can't remember which one. Sudeikis would know, but it's Scott Adsit.
That's amazing. That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's like in one of those pinball machines, like, whoa, or whatever the thing happens, like, shiver me timbers.
That's the dream.
Yeah. If you were a voice in a pinball machine, which pinball machine game would you be a voice?
Like pre-existing, or can I make it up?
Both.
Pre-existing, maybe like just any like the Addams Family game. Like I feel like something like the Addams Family, like the movie one, and it would just be me now going like,
I'm not in this movie. Why am I here?
Just doing like that.
Yeah. And what about
and if I could make anything, I don't know. That's a lofty one. There is an SNL pinball machine. There was an SNL pinball machine that had like Hans and Franz.
Yeah, vaguely remember that.
And like that always made me laugh. I enjoy like that era of merchandise of SNL, like the Goat Boy action figures, and like that's a real fun time.
Nothing exemplifies more the emptiness beyond. Hans and Franz will pump you up. That was it, and that's.
They would say it, and then again.
Yeah, they would say it, but it was like.
100 Bronze was like, well, it's crazy. It feels like,
Did they make a movie of that?
I think there's like a very famous story where Conan and Robert, all them wrote a movie. I think they just did like a table read of it recently, where they had written a movie, and it was like only reason it didn't happen was they lynched the entire thing on Arnold Schwarzenegger being in the movie, and he was like, I can't do it.
Wow.
Or something like that. Like, it was very heavily involving Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think that was a mistake on their part, or whatever. They just couldn't get him, or something like that. But from what I hear, it's absolutely insane and hilarious.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, with those guys writing it,
it's funny. Those like, when I started the show, literally like the 4th episode was when it went to HD and when YouTube came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like my first year, it was like, you've been hired to do characters. And my second year, it was like, there's YouTube now. People can see characters anytime they want. So we're not doing them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it just changed very much from like,
Wow.
I think I was like the last, or like Gilly, that Kristen Wiig character was like the last one where it was like a character with a theme song.
Mm-hmm.
And then that
no more of those.
went away. I think because of YouTube, because it was like you had to wait a couple weeks to see it.
Why would that?
It was like Wayne's World was on 12 times, but you had to wait weeks in between to see it. But like once YouTube was out, you could watch it 50 times a day.
Right.
So it was like it was the allure of waiting to see a character on SNL was gone. So like those sketches kind of went to the wayside.
You think that's it?
In a way, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes, I guess is the answer to that.
I don't. That doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought. Maybe around that time, it felt like it.
Okay, one guy
One guy
who is, it's understood, it's recognized, it's part of the whole thing that he is bipolar, and also trans.
Maybe it's either first with a question mark, or you heard it here first, question mark.
Okay. All right, one more real quick. 2 guys. One of them is a 83-year-old black guy, and
I already know the name of it.
And then a 25-year-old white kind of Wall Street-ish type of guy.
Tuesdays with Tony.
Which one's Tony?
Both.
Oh shit! Of course. Or one of them's Tony, one of them's Tuesday. Because kids have weird names.
I always wanted to do a cop show called Backgammon, and one of them was Johnny Back, and the other one was Tommy Gammon, and they were terrible cops, and they didn't work well together, but they forced them to work together.
Because of the fun. Yeah.
Backgammon.
That's one of the most head-scratching things about specifically TV industry and mostly on from the studios are shows that seemingly started with a pun and then they built the show around it.
Yeah.
Like, So Help Me Todd. Like, what? Okay. And so they built the show.
Best restaurant in the history of time is Pastabilities.
Oh,
do you know that restaurant? Which like where you make your own pasta?
No.
You choose what you want in it. It's called Pastabilities.
That's makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't get to finish my I was talking about this chain of restaurants when I was younger. I don't know if they went beyond Georgia, but it was called Po Folks. And it was like hillbilly themed. I'm not joking. And like their mascot cartoon guy was a guy like in a barrel, with a piece of hay straw coming out and for whatever reason
too stupid to wear clothes.
Then a straw hat with holes in it and barefoot and it was all so it was all artistic, art. The art was all this stuff, and the menu and the food, and it was all everything was misspelled, and it celebrated just dumb fucking people, like dumb.
A different time.
And it was called Po Folks Southern, and I don't know if they exist anymore, but there were like
Hooters.
three in
Hooters
Atlanta.
is still around, right?
Yeah, but those people, the people who go to Hooters are there,
Cool people.
or what?
Is it cool people?
No, they're hoot people.
Hoot people.
Yeah, they're you know what Hooters means, like tits. Hooters is like a euphemism for tits. That's why they say Hooters.
That's why they always.
Yeah, because I know they've
That's
got
why
the
I got
owl.
hired.
It's got the owl, but it's really about breasts, like cleavage. That's what they're saying when they say Hooters. It's not about an owl. It's about.
That seems right because people love tits.
Yeah, but they sell wings.
Chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
I've never been, so I don't know.
I mean, I go every Friday.
I'm terrified of owls, so I never go near the place.
Oh, but you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. It's not about owls.
It's right there in the.
It's not. No, what? Look at it. Look at, and you'll see the owl resembles.
It's not an owl with huge tits. Believe me, I would have gone in.
Because you're terrified of owls, but you're attracted to an owl with a buxom owl.
I'm a man, ain't I?
Okay, well, gosh. So you don't have to worry about the owls, because the owls are basically.
Oh, I'm even get scared you talking about it.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll change the subject, but I'm telling you, it's safe. It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's mostly about. There's another one called, I want to say, Twin Peaks or something like that, and it's the Twin Peaks are not mountain peaks, my friend.
I wish there was like a giant when you walked in and everyone spoke backwards. It was like really Twin Peaks themed. There was just a dead woman in the center of the room.
It's it's breasts.
I always wanted to open a restaurant called Nerds with a Z, like a Hooters, but in like a sports bar. But it was like all the waiters are stormtroopers, and they show like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Star Trek. It's just a sports bar for people who look almost exactly like me.
What about Saks? And it's just guys with a dick pouch kind of thing, and so the ladies get a little something.
I like that.
Yeah.
Saks, what the ladies want to see.
Yeah.
An exposed ball bag.
Balls and strikes. And
balls and strikes.
Yeah. And bats and balls. That's what it'd be. Bats and balls.
Going nuts. Or bats and balls. That that's
for the ladies. But you can still take kids there, just like people take their kids to Hooters. It's truly bumps me out when I see families and kids at a Hooters. The
tagline in the commercial is, "It bums us out that you don't bring your kids here."
Yeah, bring your kids here,
please.
What's the big deal?
Come on, it would help us.
Kids like chicken wings.
Kids love chicken wings,
and they're not sexualized yet. They can come in and see cleavage, right?
Yeah, they have other traits.
Or a place called Ass Crack.
I immediately pictured the butt from Sir Mix-a-Lot, like like where he's sitting on.
Oh no, it's not. It has nothing to do with. Not sorry. It's a donkey.
It's a
donkey.
I did that in Shrek, buddy.
Donkey doing drugs. Ass crack.
Ass crack. It's just a filthy version of crack.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
8 guys. They always stand in a circle, and they're in their late 20s, and they all have beards.
The Knights of Keith.
The Knights of Keith.
Yeah, of Keith.
Of Keith. K-N-I-G-H-T?
They are all also named Keith.
Okay. But is it
took
K-N
4
or
years for them to
N-I?
find each other, and 2 of them travel from Connecticut overnight to do shows.
Okay. Where are they based out of?
Rowayton, Connecticut.
I'm sorry, what?
Rowayton, Connecticut. Rowayton.
Oh,
It's a place
in Connecticut.
in Connecticut. Rowayton, Connecticut.
Where did the other two drive in from?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were asking, where they were based.
No.
They're both in Rowayton, Connecticut, so they drive in together.
Drive into
New York City.
Oh my gosh, New York City.
It's improv, baby.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big time.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
man.
a show?
Yeah. For sure, yeah.
We got 15 minutes at Charlie Pineapple. We have to go. Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Tell me about Charlie Pineapple.
Charlie Pineapple was an old place we used to do improv. It was like a hallway. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even know if that was the name. I mean, they might have just, that was like the cool improv name that they called the night of improv that they would do in the alley that was Charlie Pineapple. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It was a venue. It was like they would go, "Hey, do you want to do improv at
New York.
Charlie Pineapple?" And I was like, "Yes." And now what I'm thinking is it was a long room hallway like this, and the seats were on like one side. And
this is not a hallway. It's not even remotely like a hallway.
All right, man. There's a hallway right there, though.
Yeah, that in the hall.
I'm
in the hall, there's a
go
hallway.
as far as saying I disagree. I think this is a little bit like a hallway. This room.
Okay. It's
It's
not.
a little bit wide. It's like more of like a room-sized hallway.
So like a room. A hallway is also a room, but
This isn't the widest room. We're almost touching, and we can touch the walls. It's a little bit of a room. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I
I'm
could
completely
touch
wrong.
the walls. If I touched this wall
guess
and then
what
walked over to that wall, I could touch both walls.
Correct.
Yeah.
But put it this way. I guess what I'm saying is this. You're a comedian, correct?
I mean,
if you had to do a show
Mhm.
where there were 2 rows of audience members starting here. So there was a row back here in chairs, folding chairs. And then there was another row right here of folding chairs. And you had that much room to perform from that wall to here with 8 other people.
Mm-hmm.
That was Charlie Pineapple. And I was about to say there was a bar at the end of it, and there wasn't. There was a table at the end of it that they sold beer at.
And where was this?
I think Brooklyn, from what I remember. I think it was in Brooklyn.
The hallway borough.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I never heard of it. Charlie Pineapple.
Yeah, it was just like a venue. But now I'm thinking of probably the name of the place wasn't Charlie Pineapple. It was probably just what they called it on a Thursday.
Right. Applebee's?
I feel like we've gone to a lot of Applebee's after improv on tour, but never performed in one.
When you were at Applebee's, did it feel like your neighborhood, like kind of your neighborhood eatery?
It did. I didn't feel like family.
Oh.
That's a different place.
That's Olive Garden.
Yeah. I remember I have a very distinct memory of going to an Applebee's on tour with a bunch of improv people. And do you know Neil Casey, comedian? Neil Casey walked up to the table, just a different table, and put his hands on the table and started talking. And we hung out with those people for 15 hours after that, I think. Went to their home.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Applebee's is a place where you can meet people.
Yeah, and it's a neighborhood, it's people taking care of each other.
It is. It is the friend. If you're ever getting attacked and there's an Applebee's nearby, run in there.
Yeah. And one thing I've done this a couple times. I really enjoy it. Is there is a fancy place upstate where I have a house, and they kind of took over this pre-existing place, and it's the only kind of fancy thing up there. and it's weird. It kind of sticks out, but people like having the option to go in there, and it's big. And I will be dressed like this, and I will go. They have a top floor and a bottom floor. It's all open, and I will. The restrooms are downstairs, and I will go downstairs, and I will like this with my cap on, and I'll go up to tables and go, "Hey, folks, how is everything? Just want to check and see how everything's because it's relatively new." And not once has anybody. They've all answered me sincerely every single time. I've done it twice, but I've gone to many different tables. Hi, folks. Just want to check and see how your meal is. How's everything tasting tonight? Oh, good. Thank you. It's lovely.
Isn't it amazing? Like just what we do. Like it's just like, yep, no problem.
Not once has anybody ever gone, "Do you work here?" What?
I'm sorry, you didn't. You're new. You haven't helped us at all in any way, and now you're just asking us. It seems like
it's
you would immediately.
Oddest thing to me.
There's a thing where there's a magician guy who will help people in a store in one outfit, and then he'll bend down, he rips a shirt and puts glasses on, comes back up and starts talking to them, and they have no clue. He's a completely different outfit. He has now glasses or sunglasses and a thing, and then he'll bend down. It'll be somebody else, and they'll just keep talking, and then they'll go away, and that first guy will come back, and people just don't realize it.
Wow.
Or that thing of it's like a room full of people, and you watch it, and then they go, "Why didn't you say anything about the giant cat that walked through the room?" And they're like, "What?" And then you watch it again, and there's a person in a big cat costume that walks through, and you never saw it.
Like a mentalist kind of thing, or
no? I think I'm talking. Well, now I'm just saying two different things. The first one was a mentalist. The first one was what's his name? Got a show on the Impractical Jokers channel. I call it TNT. Michael Carbonaro, the Carbonaro effect.
The Carbonaro effect.
That's what I was referencing in the first one.
Okay, all right. Are you familiar with Darren Brown?
Yes.
Brilliant. Have you ever seen any of his shows?
I don't think so. Not live.
Man, you gotta if you get a chance. I've seen a couple. They're phenomenal.
I bet I've gone to the Magic Castle a bunch, and it's super fun. It's like a crazy dying art when you.
Well, I think that's different than the mentalist stuff. Magic is different. The mentalist
This is the guy that did the show in the city with the. Do you picked a number outside or when you went in?
No, that was Derek Delgado. That was an amazing show. Yeah. I saw that twice, and I saw the documentary. And they did. Frank Oz directed it, and they did a really good job of. When I went to watch the documentary, I was like, how are they possibly going to capture what it's like? And they did a really good job. They did an excellent job. It's called In and of Itself, and I urge you to check it out. It's but that show was, I think, set a record because it was extended. They moved there. Derek and his wife Vanessa moved to New York because it started. It was going to be 3 months, and then 3 became 6, and that became a year, and that became 2 years, and it broke a bunch of records. But it was
fantastic.
Did you see the show?
No, I have to see it.
So
I know people who have and were blown away. I just never got a chance.
And to see it a second time is just as special because you know the things that are coming up. You're still fooled by them. You're still not seeing the thing, and it's amazing. Yeah,
we did one over the pandemic, like a magic. It was over Zoom, and it was a single magician, and there was 80 of us or something in a Zoom, and we had got sent a package a week before, and it was don't open this package. It was one package you opened up, and it was welcome. This is all you need for the show. Have this package in front of you, ready to open when the show begins. And it started to instruct us, and we opened it, and there was all this, a deck of cards, a metal key, and all this stuff. And it was the best because you could see everyone. So
this is something you signed up to be a part of the show. This guy said, "I'm going to do this show.
I'm selling a show on Zoom." buy tickets and you will get this package. And we did it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we had friends.
Who was it? The magician?
I wish I knew the name. I wish I remembered the name right off the bat, but I don't remember it. But it was crazy. It was like this thing he talked about, like how hard it was during the pandemic. And he was like, take this little envelope. And it was like, now, like, it's been a rough pandemic, like blah, 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 like fold the envelope, like, really get your aggression out. And then he was like, now open it. And you opened it and it was a metal key that was bent. And you're just like, did I just bend this key without thinking? Like, it was like this whole thing, like you didn't even think about it, but you're strong enough. Like, it was like, it was crazy. And then like every single person picked the same card.
Wow.
Like, it was just like, it was shared experience over Zoom. There was a bit of mentalism to it. Like a lot of like everyone write down something and hold up the card and all 80 people had the same 4 words.
Yeah.
It was like, it was nuts.
Yeah. That's,
it was fun.
Very Darren Brown territory. Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah. It was a blast.
Bobby,
I'll never tell anybody what that person's name was.
Yeah, don't ask. Thank you so much for coming. This was an absolute blast. I end every show with a question. That's not good timing, Phony. I end every show with a question from my daughter, who's 7. Okay. She came up with this when she was 6. Okay. So, Bobby, your question from my daughter, 6-year-old daughter, Marlo. Why is there always pizza at birthday parties?
Because it's easy for parents. It's like all you do is put a thing in an app or whatever, and a person brings boxes of food, and it's easy. And they're easy to run around with. Mm-hmm. If you drop it, not a big deal. There's another one there. It's not a fancy food. It's not cake. It's not cool. It's just a solid B+ all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's my answer.
Yeah, I told her something different.
Okay. I think it would be better if I explained it to her personally rather. I mean, like, that's just me. I'm better with kids than I am with adult men.
You've always been like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone says it.
Okay. One old lady.
How old?
92.
No, it's called How Old.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. Bobby, thank you so much for coming in.
That was a Headgum podcast.